All right. Ugh, I have to compete with freaking Jimmy Buffett music, and it's insane. But rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. I hope you're enjoying Margaritaville. Um, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here with another round of Nick's Big Brother 25 recap show. What a week it was! Oh my god, we have so much to unpack as always. This season has kept us on edge so far. So I'm really glad because usually the seasons are kind of dull. And this one, it's always like it always comes down to the very end when it comes to the eviction votes. So, and we've got lots to unpack. So let's just get right into it. There's a lot to cover. Let me just pull up my I just pulled my thing up real quick. Oops. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have my thing. Okay, we're good. I fixed my thing ahead of time. All right, so let's dive into the week's recap. This week on Big Brother 25, the weekend review. So, if you remember, at the end of last week's recap, there was a twist. It was the Big Brother power of invincibility. America, you guys, not America, the one in the house, but you guys got to vote for who you wanted to see win the power. The 4 house guests with the most votes would go head to head in an individual competition. The winner will have the power to save someone from the next 2 evictions. Can only be used once. And this yesterday would have been the last opportunity, but the holder decided to use it, and we'll get more into that in just a second. So the person who won the power of invincibility was Matt, and he chose to save Jag, who was just evicted by a vote of 10-0. So he chose to save Jag. Now, basically, that whole pressure cooker week was for nothing. So we do a redo of everything except new competitions, of course. Trust me, I don't think those guys want to go through another pressure cooker. So we move into head of household number 4. I didn't really get a picture, but it was a knockout competition, just a basic question. Basically, you answer correctly, you stay in the game, and you pick the next people to face off. It's those kind of knockout games. So let's see who won. Out of all the knockouts, the person who stands at the top is Jared. He is the head of household for the week. Congratulations. So now the chillers are going to be put on the spotlight this week because we didn't know. Well, actually, we're going to dive into that in just a second. So the chillers are going to be the stars of this week's recap show. But first, let's get into the alliance charts. So here's where we stand this week. We have the For Real Alliance. By the way, this picture is courtesy of Big Brother Junkie on Twitter, or X now. So shout out to them. We have the For Real Alliance. And within the For Real, we have America and Corey. They have a final 2 deal. So next we have the 7 Deadly Sins. And inside that alliance, we have Blue and Jared. They got a showmance. And then we have a little trio right here of Jag, Cirie, and Matt. To be named trio. So they don't have a name yet. I'm sorry, I've been up so early. And I'm trying to fight sleep so I can go to bed early tonight. But anyway, they have not named their trio yet. We have the 3-way / reliable rats down here. And I say that because Matt is basically telling Cirie everything she needs to know. So Matt's kind of playing both sides of the house. And America and Corey are kind of doing that as well, kind of telling people stuff. Next, we have the Crossroads with Jared and Corey. They've got a little alliance going on, and we're gonna talk about them in a little bit. They're fun, their duo. The bookends are pretty strong right now, I must say. Sorry, the Brown Sugar Babes. That's the whole alliance, but Cirie and Felicia are the bookends. We have the Almighty Bye Bye Bitches Alliance. Bowie, Jane, and Felicia have a fake final 2. Oh, and within that, we have the Legend 25 Alliance. We have Red and Cameron, who are the chillers, as you just saw a second ago, with Matt. So the entire 7 right here, 8, I'm sorry, are the Legend 25. Sorry. We're going to be putting them on the spot too. Then we have the trio right here. I'll call them the Fields trio. Remember, Cirie and Jared are related. Izzy was the only person that knew the secret. But then Jared told Blue about the secret. I don't know if I covered that in the last recap, but if I didn't, there you go. Jared and Blue now know. Well, Blue knows that Cirie is Jared's mom. Then we have a little thing going on with Jag and Blue. I can't tell if it says it's a final 2. Let me see. Oh yeah, they do have a final 2. And then we have Jag and America. They have each other's backs. America and Blue have been talking to each other a lot, so they're giving each other information. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay awake. We're going to be putting a lot of alliances on the spot on this recap. So, starting with the Legend 25 alliance. So, Jared's in power. Now, everybody in this house was gunning for the HOH primarily because of these two right here. Everyone in the Legend 25 Alliance wants to nominate these two for eviction. But of course, well, except Bowie Jane. I think she's the only one that is actually working with them. So they decided they're going to talk to Jared. They're going to start to plant the seeds, get these guys on the block. So that's exactly what Jared does. So he has his one-on-ones with both Cameron and Red. Now, Cameron goes first. He automatically throws Red under the bus, basically saying, I love Red. He's my guy, but he's not going to write the $750,000 check. So he was quick to just say that he's looking out for himself. So Jared took that and told Red about it, saying Cameron was quick to throw you under the bus, saying, if I got to cut him, we got to cut him. So, I'm sorry. So Red takes this to heart. And I feel for Red. Honestly, this is how I would be as a player. Maybe I should get my water. I brought a water. That should wake me up. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. I would be like Red in this case. If you shake my hand and you say you want a deal, you want to make a final 2, I'm going to follow through. I hope you do the same. So Red takes this to heart. And basically the Chillers is probably done at this point. Well, question mark, because there, who knows, there may be room for reconciliation. We don't know that yet, but we're going to discuss that towards the end of the recap. So, the nominations before the veto were Cameron and Red. So, no one's surprised. Everybody wanted them on the block, so it was a dead giveaway. Now, okay, Jared, I've got a few things I need to say about you, because watching the veto episode was just, wanted to vomit. So, Jared, you need to seriously shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. I apologize. Because Jared came out of nowhere and started grilling Corey about America. Basically accusing America that she has been throwing competitions the whole season. If you guys watched my last recap, did you not see that America was facing off against Cameron in the final 2? You call that throwing the competition? 14 hours? The paranoia is going wild in Jared's head. So he out of nowhere just comes to Corey and be like, look, I'm just warning you, man. If she throws this next competition, I'm gonna put her up so fast, and y'all, she needs to stop it. And Corey is just sitting there telling him she is not throwing the comps. She's not throwing the comps. Jared is still like, I know, I'm just saying. He says that for like 5 more times, and I'm like, bruh. It's clear you want the last word, but you're just making yourself look bad. And you guys have probably been reading the headlines that allegedly, I still have to watch the footage, but Jared apparently called America the R word. It's the word that pertains to people that are mentally unstable, not mentally capable, or you know what I mean. Not smart. The R word, that means that they're not smart. So apparently he said that. I didn't see the clip yet. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. But a lot of people are not happy about that because he's still in the house. And you all remember what happened to Luke, what he said. Yeah, I do think production didn't do enough. I'm sure they didn't talk to. I don't think they talked to Jared at all. I don't think they did. So that was kind of upsetting. That was a little disappointing that they're leaving him in this game because nobody ever talked to him afterwards. So they're gonna leave Jared in the game. So production must really want Jared to stay. So that made everyone mad on social media and everything, and even Luke is like pissed. But we're not giving Luke the benefit of the doubt because his word is that. I mean, yeah, the R word is really bad. Like I don't even want to say it on here. But Luke's not out of the woods either because his word was really bad too. So and he said it in front of Jared. So I am a little disappointed at production that they did not handle the Jared situation well, but what can we do? But anyway, so that little spiel happened. As we move on to the Power of Veto competition. Now, if you've been watching, this has been a recurring competition since COVID, basically. But production really likes this one. This is the tiny veto competition. So basically, you're stacking little tiny cans on top of one another, trying to make a pyramid. But the things are so huge and the cans are so tiny. This is anxiety-inducing. Like you got to be careful with your hands, and you cannot breathe on them because one teeny little mishap, your stuff can go flying to the ground. So this one is not for the ones who are like OCD and stuff like that, who have high anxiety. This is not the competition for you. So let's talk about the Power of Veto winner. So who won against all that tiny mess? Oh, surprise, surprise, it's Cameron. Another competition win in the books. Well, now what's Jared going to do? He's got Red sitting up on the block, and he needs someone that can assure that Red goes home. Now, that's what we think was going to happen. So he was ready to put America on the block. But then a lot of people started talking about Jag again, which I don't get. Why are we going for Jag again? So Jag decides to call a meeting of the 7 deadly sins, which in case it involves Cirie and Felicia, Jared and Blue, Matt and Jag, and Izzy. I think I got that. I hope I got that right. Oh, sorry. So anyway, they're talking. It's mainly Cirie and Felicia that are putting the idea about Jag going home. They're saying we wanted him out last week, so why don't we get him out this week and keep Red? Because if Red are staying, if the Chillers Alliance is done for, then they can reel Red in and try to bring him into the Legend 25. Keep the Legend 25 Alliance alive. So we're going to see what happens. All right, so obviously Cameron's going to save himself. So let's take Cameron off the block. So the final nominations of the week are Jag and Red. Real quick, we had a birthday in the Big Brother house this week. It was our boy Red. So happy birthday, Red. Yeah, a little celebration for Red. Give me 1 second. Okay. So how does he celebrate his birthday? Well, he goes up to Jared, talking about, I kind of want to see about patching things up with Cameron. Maybe we can, because I didn't really talk to him about the situation. I just kind of gave him the cold shoulder, but if he wants to sit down and talk with me, we can do that. So let's do that. this is a red flag for Jared because he does not want. The reason he told Red and Cameron that was because he wanted them split up. Sorry. So Red wants to patch things up with Cameron. Now, Jared tells Cirie and Felicia that, and Cirie and Felicia were already on board to get Jag out of the house. So, but now Jared is telling them this, and they're thinking, well, this is not what we wanted. We wanted Red because we thought the alliance was over. And clearly it's not. So if we keep Red and then they win power next week, we're in trouble. They're going to come for us. So with that, we begin once again, eviction number 4, because we stopped to send somebody home. Jag versus Red. So let's see how the votes fall. And by the way, I should mention that there was, and I've mentioned this, there's been a lot of flip-flopping with the votes up until the very last second. And this week was no different. However, I will say it's not a unanimous vote, so we're not going to see goose eggs this week. But we're going to see who gets blindsided this week. So let's count the votes for Jag. Cameron votes for Jag, and Bowie Jane votes for Jag. And that's all for Jag, which means Blue, America, Matt, Cirie, Izzy, Corey, Felicia, and Mecole. Okay, I'm sorry. Corey, Felicia, and Mecole all voted for Red. So let me get this right. Actually, I'll do it in a second. Let's just move on. Let's make it official. By a vote of 8-2, Red has been evicted from the Big Brother house. All right, now we got to make it official. We haven't done this in a minute ever since HiSum. It's been about 2 weeks, but we're finally going to block somebody out from the memory wall. But let me move myself because I've been blocking Kirsten's face the whole time. So I apologize, Kirsten, that we're blocking your face. Not on purpose. Anyway, let's make it official. There we go. We are now 1/4 of the game finished. We still got 3/4 of the game left to go before the season ends. Not even at the halfway mark. It's gonna get crazy. So there's that. And poor Cameron, he's regretting not talking to Red, trying to patch things up. He just watched his boy walk out the door. Yeah, that picture is priceless. But I'll tell you what's going to be priceless. The next set of pictures you guys see on next Friday. So, but I can't say anything about that yet. But I will say that the Chillers Alliance is pretty much done for now. And it's probably the same for the Legend 25 Alliance. Almost. We're going to see what happens next week after the Head of Household competition. Let me put my face back up on here. Hello, Carlos. Sorry, I'm not seeing the live chats. If I do see them, I'll give you a shout out. Hello. Okay, so next week, one house guest is evicted. The rest will go to jury. So this is now, so the next HOH competition, whoever wins it is locking their spot into the jury if need be. This is always the bittersweet week because only one person gets left out of jury. So, and which universe are we heading to next? Also, some reminders. Sunday, this is only if you're on the East Coast. The Big Brother episode will be at 8:30 p.m. because of football. Because football is back, ladies and gentlemen. I should have worn my Raiders jersey because that's my team. So I think football starts at 1 o'clock if you're on the East Coast, and then 4:30 would be the next game. 4:25. I'm sorry. 4:25 would be the next game, which means 60 minutes would be at 7:30. And it might even be delayed for you guys, so I'm sorry. So be ready around 8:30, but I don't think it's going to start right at 8:30 for Big Brother. And then Wednesday, we have a 2-hour episode of Big Brother. I don't know what they're going to do in that 2 hours, but we have special guest Josh Duhamel from the Buddy Games. You know who Josh Duhamel, I think that's how you pronounce it. You know who he is. He's hosting a new show called Buddy Games, which is going to start Thursday, right after the eviction episode of Big Brother. Which, let's talk about that now, because starting this Thursday, September 14th, the eviction episodes are going to start at 8:00 p.m. on all time zones. So, except over here, because I start at 7. It comes on my TV at 7 o'clock. And it's going to stay at that time. The Sunday, the nominations episode and the veto episodes are going to change too. I will have that for you on the next recap. But just start marking your calendars. Starting this Thursday, the eviction episodes are going to start 1 hour earlier. So for me, again, that would be 7 o'clock. So, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, sorry if I don't get your chats. I am seeing them though, so don't worry. But anyway, a lot went down this week, and I have a feeling a lot's going to go down next week, depending on who wins HOH. Remember, if you want to get a hold of me, I'm putting all my contact info in the description, so make sure you check that out. We have new recaps every Friday. We go live, or probably right now we're going live around 5:00 p.m. But yeah, it's gonna be intense. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the recaps, and feel free to go back to my channel and watch the other recaps that I've done in previous seasons, how I've evolved since then, because trust me, the original setups were a headache. But yeah, thank you so much, and keep watching Big Brother, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.